I just knew that I had this gift, and I knew that I wanted to take it as far as I wanted to take it.
That's state champion and Southern Miss commit Ava Kite. Just a month ago, Ava and her South Walton teammates became the area's first golf team to win the state championship since the Niceville Lady Eagles did so in 2011. It's been a long journey for Ava since arriving at Seacoast just 4 years ago, all starting at a young age, wanting to compete with the best.
I told my dad that I wanted to play golf. I think I was 7 or 8. And I was like, I want to do this thing. And he was like, all right, let's go. And yeah, of course, he was excited about that. So he was like, all right, we're gonna do this. The very first golf sort of competition that I ever did was drive, chip, and putt. And I dominated every single category.
Originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Ava and her family moved to the area following the pandemic. Though the change was drastic, Ava was prepared to hit the links again and begin her high school career.
It was really different, very different from Tulsa. But at the end of the day, I look back and I would not be here. I probably wouldn't be playing D1 golf if I stayed in Tulsa. So I'm really thankful that I moved to Florida and I got to have all this tougher competition, and it pushed me to be better, and it inspired me a lot. I met so many cool people over these 4 years, and I'm forever grateful that I moved.
To cap off a decorated high school career, Ava Kite and the South Walton Seahawks became state champions just last month, officially marking off one of the biggest goals on Ava's to-do list.
I walked out of the scoring room because I was the last one to finish, and my whole team was there waiting for me, and everyone was like, we did it, we did it. My little sister was after me, and she had to go all the way to scoring, and she just sprinted back. She's like, I ran as fast as I could, and we all just hugged each other. It was so great.
Ava and her younger sister Neely played together this past season, senior and freshman. And although the competitiveness runs high between the two 24/7, sharing the same colors for a season was a dream come true and something neither took for granted.
It was the best year by far, and I knew it was going to be. So it was kind of exciting that I got to look forward to playing with her on the same team. We were super tight, we got to, be roomies and on the road, and just motivate each other and push each other just like we always have.
Now begins the next adventure for Ava, Division I golf at Southern Miss.
It was a long time coming, at least it felt like it to me, because it was something I really cared about, and it was something that I was always working towards. And so being able to accomplish my goal and look forward to the next thing definitely lifts a big weight off my shoulders. I'm excited for a lot of things. I'm excited for traveling, and I'm excited to be a Golden Eagle to the top.
It was a season of golden standards for the Arnold Dive team. 4 Arnold seniors advanced all the way to the state championship in Ocala, Florida, and it didn't stop there.
It was so exciting to have 4 Marlins in the top 10. We took more divers to state than any other school at the 2A competition, and to see all 4 of them not only improve on their results from last year, but to finish in the top 10 was very rewarding for Arnold and for Bay County.
One of those seniors, Preston Tomasevich, you may know the name by now, as he holds the Bay County 6 and 11 dive records and the Arnold High School 6 and 11 dive records. From freshman to senior, Preston has immortalized himself.
I knew my freshman year that I wanted to get at least top 5, and because I saw the competition, how things were actually done at state. And it's a lot different. It's a lot of pressure when you're at state with all those big competitions. It's a lot of stress. But after that sophomore year, I went in with a good mindset, ready to get top 5 at least.
But the biggest surprise of the season, senior Cody Williams, who only started diving 3 months ago and then placed 3rd in the state championship. It all started over the summer, practicing with a much younger group.
They were having this beginning dive class, and now it was really ideally for much younger kids, elementary and middle school. But I'd sent the organizer an email, and I was like, listen, I have a 17-year-old boy who is thinking about maybe he'd like to dive. And Coach Dana, who ran the class, immediately contacted me back. And she said, no, let him come, let him try it out.
Cody's mother has been a vital part in helping him to the podium this November.
She has been extremely supportive through all of my competitions and all of my practices. She has drove me and watched nearly every single practice I have had here at this pool, so it's been nice.
But for Coach Hagan, this wasn't a surprise for her.
Cody is such a hard worker and such a talented athlete. While I'm elated, it was no surprise to me that he had the potential for a podium finish.
It's rare to play the same sport with your sibling, but it's even rarer to play with your twin. Up at Chipley High School, the Hogan twins Soraya and Sadea have dominated the sport of basketball for a few years now.
Whenever we're on the court together, I feel more comfortable being with her, and it's more fun.
Both are entering their junior season. It's been a process learning how to play with one another. But that twin connection on the court brings a whole new dynamic that Coach Justin Miles has enjoyed being a part of.
Well, I think they both bring a different thing. I think Day Day's more quiet, maybe quiet leader, but does everything, you know, that you want her to do. You know, she's our point guard, she's one of our leaders of our team. And then Soraya, a lot of times brings the energy. You know, she's always screaming, happy, giggling. You know, as long as she keeps her confidence, she's that person. So just good together.
I feel like it's really good. You know, we've been playing since middle school, and we learn more about each other and just how to play together.
Now, when talking to the twins, it was clear that confidence for them is truly key. And that confidence elevates every time they step onto the court together. And that's allowed them to draw some comparisons to legendary shooters in the game of basketball.
Probably Caitlin Clark, probably Stephen Curry.
For us, we want them to scoot up a little bit closer to the line, and we keep telling them that. And I keep telling them they're not Steph Curry or Caitlin Clark, so please scoot up. But yes, they have made long shots, and they do practice those long shots.
The twins, alongside their Chipley teammates, are enjoying a good start to the season. And for the future, Sadea and Soraya say they are ready and excited for anything. Golf is as tough a sport as any. But if you ask Mosley senior Michael Wong, he credits his success on the course and in the classroom to his work ethic.
I think I put a lot of time into my education, but I also put a lot of time on the golf course as well. I love the idea of success, and that always fuels me.
That idea of success and competitiveness derives from playing with his two brothers, and they always wanted to get the better of one another.
They kind of just keep building on each other. So his older brother, I had him obviously first, got him graduated, Michael came on up, and now his younger brother, Nicholas, they're all good.
With Michael having two other brothers that played golf as well, they always had a sense of competition between the three of them, both friendly and real, and especially on the course.
It's very competitive. Yeah, I've always been competitive with my older brother. My younger brother, I don't know, not so much. I'd say I'm the best, but that's just me, you know.
Would they disagree?
I don't think so. It depends. Just depends on the day.
In the past few years, Michael has gone through a bit of a slump, and the mental aspect of golf has challenged him more than ever during that span of time.
Well, he definitely works through it. He still puts up great numbers. It's not a matter of dedication. It's not a matter of ability. His ability's there. He's just maturing, you know, and that happens a little bit, and sometimes that changes golf swings, but he's worked through it well. I'm proud of him.
And with his senior season wrapping up, Michael took some time to reflect back on why he is the player and student he's become.
My dad's a big inspiration, just through his career, through golf. I just look up to him. I mean, my dad watching, it doesn't really get to me, but at the same time, sometimes it's like, yeah, just like look away real quick.
The Franklin County Seahawks, a football team that hasn't seen much success in its short history. But now, the players, coaches, fans, and community are living through history. The team's defensive coordinator, Brock Johnson, is one of the many reasons for Franklin's success. But his other title other than coach is Officer Johnson, the school's student resource officer.
They see a different side of me once I take off my normal uniform, but I think the respect and everything is still there. They know that I care about them. And it's not just sports. I've helped them outside of, you know, school and everything, and see them away from school, and it's always coach. You know, I don't want them calling me officer or Mr. It's a great relationship I have with these kids, and I'm really appreciative of it.
After Coach John Cooper was made head coach last year, he brought Coach Johnson along with him. Not only did Coach Cooper know that Coach Johnson had the football knowledge to do the job, he knew he'd be able to make relationships with the kids as an SRO.
Sometimes the SRO has a little bit more break time than what a teacher does, just different schedules and stuff. You know, so if a student, not even just an athlete, but maybe a student needs somebody to talk to, he's there right there. So they not only they get that during the school day, but they also get on the football field, the baseball diamond. So, you know, it's just it's almost great mentorship, 24/7 almost.
Being an offensive player in high school, the defense was something Coach Johnson was a little unfamiliar with, except the fact that his dad was a longtime defensive coordinator at Appalachia High School. So Coach Johnson was always in the film room with him.
It kind of just wore on me. You know, I kind of grew to love it because, you know, like I used to tell all my friends when they would be out riding the streets, so to speak, you know, I would be having to watch game film with my dad. And, you know, I didn't like it at the time growing up because obviously I wanted to be with my guys, but it kind of gave me a better understanding of the game.
All Coach Johnson wants during his time as coach at Franklin is to see his players and the community succeed.
You know, he wanted me out here, and trust me, I told him I'm on my way, man, because it's like there's nothing more that I want to see this school and this community get what they deserve out here on this football field.